Especially after a couple of big storms last weekend and this weekend, and that's made it the wettest start to the water year on record in Salt Lake City. It begins on October 1st. So far, last several days, we've had almost 3.5 inches of rain. That's putting us close to the all-time record of almost 4 inches of rain back in 1981. So while it has ruined some weekend plans, it's really helping out with the water supply. This morning, though, we're getting a break for the most part. Fair skies across much of Utah. Temperature in Salt Lake actually fairly mild. It's 52 degrees currently, but it's below freezing in Logan at 31. You're in the mid-40s in Hanksville, mid-30s currently in Milford. So a lot of you do need a decent jacket, but even though we've got another storm brewing that's on the coast and will move in by later in the week, tomorrow night into Wednesday, out ahead of it we'll get a southwesterly flow, which the main impact will be to warm us up. In fact, our average high is 67. It looks like we'll climb all the way up to 70 in Salt Lake. So more than 10 degrees warmer than it was yesterday. You'll end up near 60 in Park City. It'll be near 70 in Milford with a temperature of 78 in St. George. However, we do have enough moisture moving in for a chance of some showers and thunderstorms in the south later in the day. They'll be possible over the northern mountains, but just not as likely. They'll mainly be later on this evening in the north. There might be a little bit of heavy rain out of some of those in the southeast corner of the state, with the possibility of flash flooding out of any of the storms if they bring enough heavy rain in some of the trouble spots like over slot canyons, but otherwise not that big of a threat. However, we're going to hang on to a chance of more wet weather in the south tomorrow. Dry out on Wednesday. Later in the week, high pressure builds. It'll be sunny with a nice warm up. Temperature will be climbing all the way back into the mid 70s in St. George heading into the weekend. And in Salt Lake City tomorrow, it'll be partly cloudy. We'll have a better chance of some mainly afternoon and evening showers and thunderstorms. Those will be a lot more likely on Wednesday and on Thursday. So wet weather during the middle of the week, but it looks like we'll dry out on Friday, become sunny this weekend, climb all the way back near 70 by this coming Sunday.